Welcome back. The days are getting shorter, but that leaves more time for a nice evening cocktail. Here's Bobby Burgess with tonight's Uncorked.
Welcome back to Uncorked, everyone. My name's Bobby. I'm your host, and today I'm here again. If you remember from a few months ago, I met up with one of our guest room bartenders. So the guest room is the bar beneath the restaurant, Tyler. This is Charlie Davis. Last time we did a Sazerac episode, but today we're going to be talking about their upcoming menu changes and cocktails for the fall season. So Charlie, what are you going to make for us today?
Today we're going to be making a smoked apple pie. So this is going to be super simple stirred cocktail. We're going to start off with Laird's Applejack, which is basically an apple whiskey. Super cheap, super affordable. You can find this at most local liquor stores. We're going to do this with 1 ounce of the Applejack. Then we're going to split that with a little bit of bourbon to kind of stiffen it up, but still keep that sweet note. For our bourbon, we're going to be using Elijah Craig's Small Batch or the Heaven Hill Distillery.
So don't y'all have something coming up with Elijah Craig?
Yeah, so actually we just got back from Bardstown, Kentucky. We got to pick out a private select barrel for the restaurant, do a little tasting. That was pretty cool.
Oh, that's exciting.
And then next we're going to be doing Lefroy 10. So this is a scotch. It's an Islay Scotch, which basically means it's the smokiest smoky scotch you can get. If you drink it by itself, it kind of tastes like someone put a cigarette out in your whiskey. So we're only going to use just a little bit of it, about a 1/4 ounce of that, just to give that nice smoky note. And then what's apple pie without a little bit of cinnamon, guys? So I'm going to take a cinnamon syrup, and we're going to do a 1/4 ounce of that. And then to tie everything together, we're just going to do 2 dashes of Angostura bitters. There, we're going to go ahead and add our ice. And just a good rule of thumb when you're starting to stir is about 40 rotations.
And so all you're doing there is diluting it a little bit.
Yeah, so we're trying to add probably a good ratio is about a 1/4 water for what we have. Just get it nice and cold. And then from there we're going to strain it directly into a glass without ice.
And that glass is already chilled, correct?
Yeah, so this glass is chilled, so as cold as it goes in there, it should stay that way as long as possible. I went ahead and did this off camera because this is a little intricate. We're going to use a nice apple fan on top.
Yes, because a garnish just makes everything better.
Oh yeah, and that'll be our smoked old fashioned.
This is an older one, but it's a classic cocktail because y'all rotate your classics,
yeah, so
right?
we try and go through a long list of classic cocktails, feature different stuff. So that's a Boulevardier. It was invented in about 1927 by a man, an American named Thomas Erskine. And he, like a lot of other Americans, including myself, really liked to drink. And America wouldn't let him do that, so he moved over to Paris. And that's where a lot of the classic cocktails that we associate with the Prohibition come from. They were all invented in Paris by Americans during the 1920s.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for joining us this week.
Bobby.
And we'll see y'all next time in Hell State.
Cheers, Hell State.